I always knew that I wanted to be a mother. It was never a question for me, just about timing. I loved looking after my cousins, children of family friends, my sister. Growing up, I always considered myself the mom of the group in a way, the one that would make sure that everyone was okay, was fed, felt comfortable. It was natural. I knew that the role of a mother was an important one that would change my life. Whenever I pictured myself as a mother, I always pictured myself having girls. Even when I got together with my partner and we were talking about our future together, we were always imagining ourselves with a girl. So imagine my surprise when at our second trimester scan, I learned that we were having a boy. It was never about a preference, it was rather that I knew what it was growing up as a girl and with a girl because I have a little sister, but it felt so weird. I felt lost, disoriented by a future that I had never pictured that way. I felt guilty that it took me a second to regroup my feelings. It took me a few days to readjust how I pictured our future as a family, because at the end of the day, it was just a question of changing the picture from what I knew growing up with a little sister and a lot of girl cousins to a different picture. And quickly I realized that I was meant to have a boy. I was meant to teach my boy about his emotions, feelings, and how to recognize them and deal with them. I was meant to teach a son about boundaries, consent, and respect. We as a couple were meant to show a little boy what a loving, respectful couple was like. I was meant to teach him to be himself, to be whoever he is deep inside, to not change because of people's opinions. I was meant to raise him the exact same way I would have raised a daughter. When our son was born, I felt a love I never imagined I could. A love that I couldn't explain. He was my baby, the one I was meant to have, to raise and to love unconditionally. It was magical to me, the little one that was in my belly the entire time. The one kicking me and pushing himself against the palms of my hands whenever I would touch my belly. I'd look at him at night in the maternity ward, telling him, "It was you all along, my sweet boy." Now at 3 months old, he's my chicken little buddy who smiles at me whenever he wakes up from a nap, or whenever I turn to look at him. The one who grins from his whole face whenever I do silly voices, and the sweet baby who loves a good chat. Having a baby truly is the most challenging thing I've ever done, but oh how I love being his mother. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I feel so free, I'm a sweet baby.